discovered a terrifying secret. The outpost we're stationed at is leaning dangerously. Even worse, since the next rotation crew hasn't shown up for 3 months now. Not only has the outpost run out of water, but there's barely any food left in the fridge either. To stay alive, the 4 of us can only eat the bare minimum each day to maintain basic strength. That day, while on watch, a soldier discovered something terrifying. He immediately called over the captain and pointed in a certain direction ahead. With just one look, the captain had me turn on the radar to check. Turns out, they'd spotted a ship. For 3 years in this godforsaken place, nothing alive has come near, yet the captain decisively hit the alarm button and ordered the crew into alert status. Though everyone was still confused about what was going on, they followed orders and aimed the guns at that ship. I tried calling them to find out who they were, but got no response. The captain decided to send someone over to investigate, so Sullivan took on the entire task alone. He took a speedboat and slowly approached the unidentified vessel. The letters on it indicated this was the supply ship they'd been waiting for, but after circling it once, Sullivan discovered with horror that the ship was covered in rust. There wasn't a sound from the engine, like some terrifying ghost ship. Sullivan decided to climb aboard and take a look. After reporting his movements, to avoid exposing himself, he turned off the radio. This move nearly cost him his life. He came to the cockpit, which was a total mess. Chairs knocked over on the floor, cups covered in cobwebs, cockroaches everywhere. Strangely, the crew members were nowhere to be found. He went into the cargo hold and saw it was full of food, definitely supplies brought by the rotation ship. Where did the 4 people who should have been on board go? On the other end, the captain sensed danger. He kept calling for Sullivan, but there was never any response on the radio, as if something terrible had happened. The captain didn't hesitate any longer and reached out directly for my key. This was the missile launch device. For safety, it's usually kept by 2 people, separately. Though I didn't agree with the captain's approach, I could only obey. Sullivan was eating chocolate when he finally turned on the radio. Hearing Sullivan's voice, everyone finally felt relieved. After receiving the captain's orders, Sullivan towed the supply ship back to the outpost. But after the captain lifted the alert, he kept both keys for himself. This left me resentful, but there was nothing I could do about it. Sullivan had just nearly died at the captain's hands, which really pissed him off. However, the captain had no time to deal with him, and only wanted to figure out what was wrong with this ship as quickly as possible. The captain immediately copied the supply ship's navigation coordinates. Maybe this way, he could find out where the ship came from. But as more and more coordinate points appeared on the map, he saw an unexpected route. The others weren't sitting idle either. They thought this was the best chance to leave. If they missed this supply ship, they'd have to wait another 3 years. That night, the engineer snuck onto the supply ship. With years of repair experience, he was confident he could fix the engine. Sullivan also secretly sent a message to headquarters, claiming the supply ship had arrived. They'd completed the handover with the rotation crew.